Welcome to part 2 of the two-part series on one of my all-time favorite composers, Gustav Mahler. You have just heard the opening to his second symphony played by the Vienna Symphonic Library Orchestra samples. The specific focus here will be on the string samples used to achieve this ultra-realism. Synchron Strings Pro, Synchronized Dimension Strings, Big Bang Orchestra Zodiac. Last video, we looked at the cellos and basses, so now we will move on to the violas and violins. Here are the high strings soloed. Obviously, since a lot of this is lyrical in nature, we're going to live in the legato tree. But we will see some surprise appearances to make sure that we are able to have nice, crisp attacks. Let's begin with the molto espressivo indication. Much of the expressive movement here is dynamic, which means riding the velocity crossfade CC, but also because of the introduction of another string library. Because the high strings have taken the melody and will drive it into the big tutti section, I have found that yet another layer, in addition to the dimension strings, helps boost this passage and make it even more expressive, and that is with the Big Bang Orchestra Zodiac library. In other videos, I have found that blending some of the Big Bang Orchestra stuff can help with the thickness of the sound of brass and woodwinds. Here, the same principle applies. We want a nice, full, forte sound, but also one that is taking the lead, not too loud. Let's listen to how blending all three together thickens the sound. For those of you who know how to cook, this is like making a nice Italian marsala sauce. You reduce the wine, add the butter and cream, but then you add a touch of flour to thicken the sauce a bit, giving it that delicious consistency Grandma used to make, so it's not so watery. The Zodiac violins and violas added here are the flour, and it makes it super scrumptious. Another added benefit of getting these three together is that we can mix articulations a little bit and give the legatos a little more precision to the accents and march-like nature of the dotted 8th, 16th notes. A great aspect of Synchron Strings Pro is that they tackle things like this triplet here and maintain a consistent, matched sound going to and from the legato articulations. With other libraries out there, this matching between different articulations in a single phrase can take hours and hours of tweaking. When making this recording, however, I switched right here and made no further adjustments on them after. I can't tell you how nice that is to be able to just knock that out real quick. Let's talk about divisi in the second violins. Because this is in octaves in the second violin section, and because we are already adding an additional string layer to the performance, I felt that the power and volume of the seconds, which are in unison with violin 1 and viola in their respective octaves, would not cause any audible question to the realism. Now, if we're working on a Ravel piece and the strings are divided 6 ways, we would have to come up with a different solution. But in this case, we're in the clear. Right now, it's March 2021. Vienna Symphonic Library is running a sale on all of their string libraries. So if you don't have Synchron Strings Pro or the Dimension strings, this is a perfect opportunity to take your music to the next level. Thank you for watching. This is Stephen Limbaugh. Have a good one.